in Final Fantasy XIV. I nearly forgot to hit record as soon as it hit this point, but I'm better than that. I know how to stay on top of shit. You can't fucking fool me. But now, as I was saying, yeah, I don't drink this all the time because if I can't find the diet, which first of all would cost money, and this would cost money, this is also 100 calories, and it's all in the sugar. So, like if I could drink, like, 3 bottles of the diet stuff a day, I probably would. It's that fucking good. Ugh. And what better to enjoy some nice green tea than with invaders from another reflection, led by Zoralja. Yeah, I parked myself just right in Heritage Found, mid-quest, at the Aetheryte, didn't do anything else, just finished the dungeon Vanguard. And we have entered Heritage Found, which was formerly Erenville's home, but is now completely changed by these people, by these things. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that fucking concept art, dude. That is amazing. Okay, and I did attune to the Aetheryte. Speak with Wuklamat. Hey, hello, Wuklamat. I'm pretty sure this is Yasulani Station. But from the state of it, I'd swear it was abandoned years ago. I need to hear her again to get back into the flow. I'm not sure what to make of this. You should look around a bit more. Because I'm doing a little bit of Irish, but I mean, it's like... yeah, it's kind of hard. Oh. Yeah, those people are definitely doing hunts. 100%. Dilapidated building. Yeah, the fact that this place looks like it's been abandoned is like, for years, is the weird thing. It's like, this is... heavily rusted. Yeah. Like, the only thing that I can think of is that they basically did a rejoining themselves. Basically, like, this is their version from their reflection, what Yasulani Station would be. Which is, you know, dead, destroyed, and abandoned. That's the only thing I can think of. That has to be it. Speak with Wuklamat again. And I will say, I do find it funny that I spent all day playing one MMO, and I'm going to be spending 4 to 5 hours playing another. Oh, hello. Wait, hang on. Why is this one not aggro? Why is this one not aggro? Finished poking around now. Have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you to take a look at this. You're gonna want to take a look at this cliche. It's one of those mechanical soldiers. Looks long broken, apparently. Really, long broken? It looks good as new. It's got something internally. But I'd say its presence confirms this is indeed Zoralja's domain we're in. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? So all evidence suggests this is Yasulani Station. There's no doubt that we're in Yasulani, but I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completed barely a year ago. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones appear in a flash, if I didn't know better, I'd say time flows differently here. Hello, IMA, welcome. I hope you had a good day since good few days since the last I saw you. I hope that you're doing good. I'm gonna be having to get used to seeing the new username because second time I see it, I'm like, huh? And then I realize, especially thanks to the emotes that you used. So they're saying time flows differently. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. So time flows differently here? Why, though? Why does it flow differently? And is that a byproduct of what they're doing, or is that by design? Is such a thing even possible? Yeah? We have encountered this phenomenon before, so it happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several in some It's one of several. In some respects, they are similar to one another, but in others wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years may have come and gone in another. But if this is Yasulani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. Unless we're not in the source. I'm not sure I follow all this talk of reflections and dimensions. Yeah, by the way, I am a fucking... Final Fantasy XIV has a lot of extra, like, parallel universe type shit as well, so add that to the levels, to the layers we have in the story here. But if Erenville says it's Yasulani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Erenville! Oh. Yes, it is a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next then. Rather than talk theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. Very smart of you. Ooh, they're welcome. Oh, hello. Bzz. May I be of assistance? It's still functioning? Yeah, it's not in the assault mode. It doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials. Please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Confirm. Confirm. Seems it's broken after all. Too strange, but I have. Let's leave it be and get going. Very weird. Are those lightning rods? Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I wish to investigate. Yeah. I'm a little intrigued as well. Like, is this place still not born of calamity? Yeah, also I completely neglected the Aether Currents as I was entering here because it was like an hour into the stream last time. Ah, there it is. I like this zone music. Very nice. I also wonder if it actually is gonna, if this zone is gonna forever look like this. If it isn't, that's fucking tragic. Cause they don't really, like the last time they like kind of changed the zone was like during the final days in Endwalker. The zones otherwise largely stay the same. So, hopefully at least this lightning sphere is gonna be gone, even if the structure remains. Otherwise, R.I.P. Yasulani. Look there. The lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests there's some manner of lightning rod. Let's go take a closer look. Alright. Hang on. There is an Aether Current to the north, which means it's probably on the train tracks, if I had to wager. Quahepia. Dun, 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 dun. To the northeast. Yeah, it's probably on the railroad tracks. Damn, he's chasing me. No! Fuck. Yeah, it's gotta be up there. God damn it, dude. Fuck me. Fucking clip that and send it to Lulu, but like, don't actually do that, because Lulu is I don't even know if Lulu's streamer highlights is a thing anymore. That pick got me the first time. Like, I was expecting there to be a fall, you know, like, that actually isn't a thing, you have to jump it, but then I saw it looked fine, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can just go across it. No, I could not. Damn, though, dude. Look at this place. This is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go on the... Yeah. No, you motherfucker. Okay, that is it. That's a jump angle. That is a jumping angle. Third time's the charm, am I right, everybody? Interesting how they actually have the music going on there. They actually have the combat music playing at the same time as the zone music. It's just that when you engage in combat, it mutes one and it plays and it like raises the volume of the other. Okay, it's this little dip here is the problem. Okay, Asher, can I even... Like, this is traversable, right? I'm not crazy. This is traversable. I'm not wasting my time doing this. Please tell me I'm not. It should be? Okay. Gravity, you and I, we do this dance every time. Oh, why can I now not... Bro. Can even warp to the same area and try it without flying to be sure. Okay, I guess the more important question is the Aether Current on the bridge across that gap? Because if it is, well then I need to. If it's not, then we're just gonna... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use my Okay, okay, so the collision for the railing just stops. I understand. Ooh. Umbral static. Oh my god. Yo, holy shit. That looks so cool. That looks so cool. Oh my god, dude. Just checked, Aether Current is not on the tracks? Okay. Well then I will just use this as an opportunity to get a screenshot. Go, Allison. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Look at this shit, dude. That's so cool. I want. Oh my god. This is like the perfect weather to get a screenshot with this place. It's on a cliff a little further northeast under the end of the tracks. Okay. Yeah, like look at this shit, dude. This is like this weather is perfect for screenshots of this area. Okay, I'm gonna just do a sprint. Nah, okay. I'm not gonna sweat it every time. I like the little bit of just a little bit of techno added on top of this. Very nice, very cool. It's like not quite techno, but it's got a little bit of techno. Also, this wall reminded me of Balesar's wall. Alright, where's the next one? Directly north. We'll probably be going that way some other time. Yeah, oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, so these are lightning rods, and they deliver the energy to that thing. Quahala. I know for a fact I'm not pronouncing that correctly at all. Alright, hey Graha. This material appears to be of the same as used by the mechanical soldiers in warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings, rather reminiscent of arcane runes. I suspect they're not merely decorative. I would posit it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share this observation with Y'shtola. For a blessing, the dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Yeah, now it's kind of northy. Yeah, northwest. Oh, over there. Okay. You discovered a new location. Oh. Yeah, this place is also dead. What the fuck? What in the world? Yeah, like, why? How? What's that those things were spraying out? Because it wasn't light. They were actually, like, emitting something.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here?
What did happen?
And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Hello? Oh, it's her! Hello. You're pretty. So who are you?
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows.
Her voice is in such a way to why I won't be able to differentiate her.
A great deal about you.
Oh, so you've spoken with Zoralja.
Zoralja?
Are you the one he let free? Are you the one he let out?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria.
Alexandria? What?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason. Okay, so there's probably Zoralja's the King of Resolve, I would imagine.
Queen of Reason?
If you are the Queen of
Sphene.
Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zoralja holds that title, and together do we reign.
So how much time had passed?
Then you are both behind the attack on Tuliyollal.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight.
Yeah, you don't look like the fighter type.
Zoralja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I.
Okay.
It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
She also doesn't have cybernetics.
Our aid. I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zoralja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the Queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria.
Uh-huh.
Until one day, he appeared.
One
bent
day?
on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it.
Okay.
A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
Could they not have defended themselves against him? Were they not the type to be
If I
these
may.
machines?
The dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
Even for the two power, I don't think so. Like, he's strong, but there's no way.
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasolani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know.
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself.
Oh, great. Not even you know.
What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliyollal suddenly appeared here in Alexandria.
She keeps saying one
Or
day.
perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliyollal.
Yeah.
Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Okay, so you were supplanted here, basically.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How, after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Okay.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
Yeah, we need to do this for Aaron.
Right.
But like...
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tulihyolal?
Noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolal.
So they were like guards or something.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Yeah, so the soldiers aren't the actual
Wonderful.
people.
If you would follow me.
Isn't it a little odd for the Queen to be walking about on her lonesome? Yeah, that was something I was curious about. Like, why are you here?
Is that concern or suspicion?
Both.
If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid?
Sorry if I don't fully trust you.
I jest, of course, but you do strike me as the most capable here.
Yeah, I don't... Does she even have an angle? Because if so... Yeah, is there? I think it goes without saying, but... we're not just going to trust her like that, right? Anyway, you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere, proclaiming herself queen, is suspicious. Yeah. Eighth Umbral Calamity added to the Codex. Well, having established that we should be wary, we could use more information. Let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Sphene as well. Yeah. Curiouser and curiouser. Directly west. Okay. Let's get out of this ravine. Which, actually going to the MSQ is going to give us an aether current. East Yasulani. Over here, probably. Oh, irrigation. Southwest. Up there. Gotta go all the way around. Tespiani. So, you see, like, it's been so long since I did the Crystal Tower raids, I don't even remember whether or not I did skip those cutscenes. Because I did skip a couple of cutscenes I thought were irrelevant back when I was doing A Realm Reborn. I have since learned to not do that, obviously. But I did do that when I was brand new to the game. But it wasn't for every cutscene, it was for, like, ones that felt, like, meaningless. But it has been so long since I've done the Crystal Tower raids, I genuinely don't remember whether or not stupid younger me skipped those cutscenes or not. So I didn't actually know that the Crystal Tower was sent across the different reflections. When I first started, I was told by FC I was recruited to skip everything from A Realm Reborn to get to Heaven's Word. Ugh, yeah. Not a good decision, as it turns out. But yeah. So, like, I didn't know that we sent the Crystal Tower across the rift. I thought it was just, like, it was there in every reflection. Or at the very least, it was there in the first as well, just because it was. But now that brings up the question of, like, the time stuff. Because time flowed normally in the first, even with the Crystal Tower being there. It only got desynchronized when the Scions got pulled across. So is it because people from Alexandria are on the first is why time is desynchronized again? I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tural. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Turali have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. What? Electrope. It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. Incorrect, time only stabilized once the Warrior of Light got summoned. Because 100 years ago of the Flood of Light, which was when you fought Ardbert. Oh. Ardbert in the source, but it hasn't been that long in the source since then. Oh, okay. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. So, yeah, these are irrigation machine devices. Well, seeing as though that these are a part of it all, yeah, no, the zone's gonna be permanently like this. So, yeah, Rip Yasulani. Southwest. Oh, it's past the wall. Yeah, southwest. That is definitely past the wall. What is this music? What the fuck?
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
FF9 music? Okay. Hang on. Before... I'll read that next thing. Just gonna wait for the next line to be said. Oh yeah, these guys had got the revival
Queen's
cybernetic.
fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
That sounds kind of Irish. So across reflections, they naturally have a different flow of time compared to the source. But either once a direct connection has been made for the Warrior of Light, or the Warrior of Light is pulled into it, time in that reflection seems to synchronize with the source. Aha.
The Queen has come!
Are you people all from Tlialol, or are you Alexandrians? Judging by the attire, they look like they're from
You look
Tlialol.
well, Paquine.
And the name? Oh yeah, no, these people... So, how long has it been for them?
Catania, I see you've already taken to your new position.
They all have the resurrection device.
When she introduced herself as Queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Namachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can, even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Yeah, this
Your
guy's...
Majesty, you honor us with your presence.
Yeah, this guy's got, like,
And who are these
attire
people?
denoting, like, higher status. He's got some of the cybernetic,
Taliol's
like,
vow of
clothing.
resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young.
Okay, so it couldn't have been more than, like, a couple decades.
Oh, where are my manners? I am Popone, a leader of sorts, of the
Popone.
people living out here.
Scotty Gear is... yeah.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kakiwa.
Kakiwa. Also, I just want to comment that because they all have this resurrection gear on the side of their heads, if they're side sleepers, they only have one viable side to sleep on their body now. They have to either sleep on their back or their side, because if you sleep on your stomach, you're fucking deranged.
Kakiwa. I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Is it 'cause she's dead, or...
Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
Uh-huh.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Yeah, we need a time frame
Then
still.
tell me, please. Where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
She's not... She's very much not liked by Zoralja.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Pepone. After 30 years...
30 years. Now we have a time frame.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
Less than a day, yeah.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
So... what that means... Yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah. So, we're going in here, and we're gonna be spending, like, probably, you know, like, maybe a day, 2 days, maybe a week at most. Meaning that, like, as far as perception outside the dome goes, we will have been gone for, like, 2 minutes. It's been 30 years for Zoralja. He's 30 years older, and he thought Gululjaja had already died of old age. Yeah. Dude, the fact that so much time has passed for them really makes me question, like, what happened in those 30 years. Like, just all of the details. I'm very curious.
Years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence.
A lot of big boy
Perhaps
jargon.
The same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Meaning this is a piece of another reflection?
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
Mm-hmm.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
She is very expressive. I like that.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasuolan.
Yeah, all the children would be like older
Even
than
if I
you at this
don't
point.
understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, The use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all.
They know Arundel's age if you are long-lived and pretty much stop aging after a point. Oh, huh.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
Now, you see, I do love Sphyn's outfit. It is gorgeous, it is beautiful, I love it, I want it as a glam piece. But I know, for an absolute fact, it's...
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
But I know for an absolute goddamn fact that Square Enix is not going to give us an opportunity to wear it. And we are going to be getting on the Mog Station, and it's going to be a full one-piece outfit. And I'm going to not buy it because it's a total one-piece outfit. Vera can live for several hundreds of years, more than 3 times longer than Elazin. Holy shit. Alright then. Electrop has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people who wanted to preserve their old way of life and did not want to face ours upon them are pretty long-lived themselves. Yeah, that's insane. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Convenient. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well, so please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Tart Turali tart. Ha. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yuppie's Hollow, it's called, so we can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. Okay. I guess we're off to Yuppie's Hollow. Hang on, I've got an Aetheryte to attune to. Forecaster will. Huh? The fuck? Nani? Ooh, it's got like a bird on it. Thank you for accessing the forecast terminal. Acquire meteorology. Instead of the Skywatcher it's a terminal? Wait. There was a device to predict the weather already? Gloom, clear skies. But people? Oh, okay. No wonder I didn't realize. No wonder I didn't notice. That is so much more clear. NPCs in various towns, little Skywatchers. I never noticed. I legit never noticed. Directly south. Yeah, still the wall. Electrope strike. Yupie's Hollow. Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa. Okay. One of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in a myriad of farming techniques. Indeed, wealth and knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, so what are all the sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I have come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. So the rumors of a visitor from outside were true? What manner of host would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty are also intended to check on things here? You know me too well, Mahusa. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how farmers fare and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear we have her permission, so please walk around the grounds to your heart's content. You'll go on ahead. I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand. I am not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together. What did you say? A fair point, but be sure to not let me out of your sight. She is so nice. Like, it's like suspiciously nice. Like, there's gotta be something going on here. There's gotta be something, right? I shall remain under Wuklamat's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Like, I'm liking her so far, but, like, she just seems suspiciously nice. Like, like, it doesn't feel right. Elias. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... You should know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly. Watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I finally understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should these ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Okay. Ah, my nose. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site, then. Well, this here is the storehouse, or rather, the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've been even given a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electro complicate our lives. but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Yeah, no technology is ultimately a good thing, overall. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, but I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. Just depends on what it's used for. I mean, like, throwing my hat into the AI discussion here for a moment. AI in and of itself is not bad. You know, like, using it to, you know, like, run machines or be a repository for information, not bad. It's when it's generative in place of art is where I have a problem with it, because, like, AI should be used to make our lives easier, not invalidate the joys of life that we give ourselves. Nobody... Or detecting cancer stuff. Well, yeah, like, you know, like, AI should be used to improve our lives. Our lives do not get improved by being given something to completely invalidate the desire, motive, or any sort for art and stuff like that. Like, if you really need art for your D&D campaign and you don't have money so you can't commission an artist, then fine, you can use AI. But if you have the money to commission an artist, and you are aware of artists who you can commission in some way, or you at least know that you can go looking, go commission an artist. Don't use AI. It should assist the human process, not replace it. Exactly. Unless it's a job that nobody wants to do. AI should 100% steal the jobs of people that have to clean shit out of sewers and stuff like that. Waste treatment plants? Absolutely. Make the AI do it. Nobody in their right mind actually wants to do that shit. Have it do the stuff that humans physically cannot do. Like, whether or not it replaces humans for medical procedures, I don't know enough about either to really make a stance on that, but for anything artistic, don't have AI involved in it. Or rather, don't use it to replace people. Unless you physically have, like, no other recourse. Because, like, I understand that I am not so elitist to be blind to the idea of some people just can't afford to commission an artist for their D&D game. And so going to Novel AI and just say, hey, give me 3 different types of human villagers and everything is not a bad thing. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier? That true? Well, dub, is that true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with my life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at UPA's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job is a job. I mean, so long as the animals are treated humanely, I mean... Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. You know, that's kind of appropriate, having, riding Omega through this place. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers, and let us return to Mahusa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? I was amazed that everyone loves their work. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Oh, but I jest. It's true that people of outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always they take to their duties with good cheer. Yeah, it's hard to do her voice. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamatier? Okay, you are... What did you call me? You're getting a little too close there, girly. Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles or formalities. Dude, I seriously do want her outfit, but I know it's gonna be a Mog Station One Piece item, so it's not even worth it. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. And the feeling's understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Well, no, you said yourself that Lamati is a family-based name of endearment. You barely know Sphene. Shouldn't have that right. Yeah. You know, like, that is something that, like... Acting up, you say? You didn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that has shrunk that in charge. I think some creatures have become charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg of the army. She is so expressive, though. We could take care of that if you like. This is most gracious offer of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. Oh, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve to Leolal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Ayaka is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well, I gratefully accept. But please all take care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting. Yeah, Wokomod's kind of being a little too trusting of Sphene. Yeah, just basically putting all her eggs in the, angry at Zeralja basket. Fuck this stupid whale. Giving us a little bit of action. Hello? Hello. Yeah, look at that. It's all the way over there. Yeah, having it in like twin blade mode is much cooler with the running animation. It looks like it makes a lot more sense rather than how if you hold it as two blades. Oh no, I took damage! I took damage, oh no! Let's go, Argos. That's crazy how this kind of technology developed after the Ancients. Like nothing in Amarok even looked like this. I wonder how the Ancients we met would react to this. Oh, you're both all right. Thank goodness. You really needn't worry so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate it. Indeed. Well, at least we won't have to ask urologist machines for help. Yeah. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces. Sparing but a fraction of the people's protection. He thinks nothing of your safety. I'm not Queen's... Of our safety. I'm not Queen's Fiend. Still this. It's interesting how Sphene doesn't have this. That's enough, Mahusa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later. But to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful. It was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. Oh no, she says family. She's gonna be one of those retail workers. You seem a good sort, Sphene. That I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. Yet you were fine with her calling you Lametier. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now I believe we are done with the fun. Let's move on, shall we? Okay. Take you back to the outskirts. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will have returned by now. Matt, thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. Yeah. That was me. So how does this die exactly? Does the visor change color? Please tell me the visor can change color. Okay, so that's the main helmet. Damn, it's just the metal. It stays pink no matter what. Yeah, it stays pink no matter what. I would have loved it if the visor changed colors. Lego man? Lego my Egos? Better. Do you hear that? Oh, what's happening? Oh?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Time? For what? The fuck you mean it's time?
I'm glad you could make it.
This is solemn music.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
Will this woman die of old age?
We're here, Namika.
Namika?
Everything is going to be all right.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh, she's gone senile.
what's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Yeah.
Namika, it's me. Wuklamat.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
And this life support system can't stop people from aging?
Has she no more soul cells?
Soul cells?
She
What?
always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
The fuck you mean soul cells? Huh?
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Hello.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end.
Is her soul gonna
Be
be
not afraid. Your memory will live on. In us.
in us? I'm afraid that's literal.
living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Well, yes, I'm scared to think if that's literally she means it. Given what we saw happen back into Leolol.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
How so?
I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
She was hoping for Wuklamat to come.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone. '" 'Cause 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 'cause
Oh, that's painful for Wuklamot. God damn.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
Oh.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss.
No, you're hiding something. You're hiding something.
With what we
the
can
word
be
choice here is very
reasonably certain
specific.
of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
Mm-hmm.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining.
I guess that makes
Which
sense.
invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding.
Yeah, she's merely the queen. She's not...
I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years. Until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes.
Oh,
So when
okay.
the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Yeah, okay, so
the
this...
barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
Okay, that does
I
seem...
see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents by means unknown.
So, it is sounding more like my guess that wherever their home reflection was one that was destroyed by a calamity and experienced rejoining, except for their little area of which Alexandria exists thanks to this barrier. And because it's lightning based, I can only guess they're from the reflection that had the calamity of lightning.
In other words, Sphin's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
As much as they could help it. That's not a look of innocence.
Ah, but of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
Everkeep.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9.
Ah, there it is.
Residential district.
There it is, Solution 9.
Where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
You know, she's hiding stuff.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraljar do as he pleases.
Yeah, but she is most
But we're
certainly not being
talking about
completely
a
honest
simple
with us.
difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father, and to do so, I intend to take Zoraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount.
So as long as we can ensure their own well-being.
I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards?
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Oh. So it's more than just
not as if we have other pressing business.
That's more than just a life support
not
system.
Until we can get into this Everkeep anyway.
It's a programming thing.
Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years.
Beep boop. Hi, Kanto. I hope you've been doing well.
Namika?
Oh,
sorry.
Fuck.
I don't know who you mean.
His memory got wiped. Mind control. Oh, Namika's... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
What? We were just with her.
Don't you dare pull a who's rem on me, Kanto. Don't you dare pull a who's rem on me.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
Shut up. Shut up.
How
This
can
is
you
bad.
not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
Stored? Oh my god, that's so dystopic. Stored in the fucking cloud. Oh my god. This is actually a cyberpunk hellscape. Oh my god.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, fuck. This is what fucking Mark Zuckerberg is trying to get us to do. Oh, shit. So, does it make you feel better or worse that they know they're cool with their memories being wiped? It makes me feel worse. Because either they normally consent to it and so they've been made docile and subservient, or they've been brainwashed into it, which is still bad. This was what Elon was trying to get people to do with that fucking microchip in the brain. Oh yeah, with the Neuralink. Yeah, that too. Yeah, this is just bad. This is just bad. This is a legit cyberpunk story now. There has to be a benefit to those things if people would accept losing memories of people who died. No, there doesn't have to be a benefit. You know why? Because here's what I imagine. Here's what I imagine. For the people of Alexandria, this is just the way it's always been ever since who knows how long. And for the people of Tulialal, they were given these devices, probably by Queen Sphene, you know, to have them placate them and be like, oh, but it does all these things for you. It does this, that, and this and that, and this and that. Without telling them, by the way, it can basically mind control you as far as we can design it. And so, once the thing gets installed into them, their brains can just be rewritten to accept anything that Alexandria does. And so they are perfectly fine with having their memories stolen from them. What's going on? How could Pipone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards. You know, like, this is a legit just cyberpunk dystopian nightmare now. How have you liked the MSQ so far? Okay. Here is how I feel about the MSQ. Its least good part, meaning it's not bad, it's just, you know, like the least good, if not just completely neutral, don't have a problem with it, is the very beginning when we learn about Tuliolol and the cultures of Tural. And it's just simply because the way it happens is that we just are, like, told and told and told and read and read and read and read, and we don't engage with it. After that, picks up a little bit. We start to interact with the cultures and everything. I like it. We got some good, colorful moments. Pretty nice. After that, when we like start really picking up the pace for the Rite of Succession, it's very fun. Very good stuff. I was very excited to learn about, you know, like the inner workings of Zoralia. And as much as I, at the time, did not like that we were redeeming Bakul Jaja, the motivation he had, I like it, because it's like Hollow Knight, and I love Hollow Knight. And then we hit the halfway point, and shit has been straight gas. MSQ has been fantastic from the halfway point. I will admit that the Wild West, as much as I like the Wild West, it did feel a little meandery and a little filler-y. But I can understand how it exists, and I don't have a problem with it. I still liked it, but I can understand how it didn't... But I still also felt as though that it wasn't entirely necessary. It was straight up a filler, but it was maximum cheese, and I loved it for that. Exactly. Like, it was filler, but I loved the shenanigans that was going on in there. It was fun. So like, I can understand why people wouldn't like it. I like it. And then we hit the halfway point where, you know, where Zoralia invades and he kills Gulul Jaja, and you know, like, we see everything there, and Vanguard and everything. Like, that shit is straight fucking gas, and I love it. Got a duel in the middle of town and a freaking tumbleweed. Yeah, no, it was the story of the Arizona Ranger in Big Iron. That's what it was, and it was fun, and I liked it. It's everything I want. Yeah. It was fantastic. Like, I can understand why people will say they don't like that. I can understand why people say they don't like the beginning. Like, those two bits, totally understandable. Everything else, I struggle a little bit more to why people don't like it. Like, the beginning, sure, kinda. But from here on, no, this shit's been great so far. The Dome shit's been nuts, absolutely. Dungeons have been awesome. The weakest, I think, is the... yeah, Valigarmanda. That was a great trial. The first dungeon, I think, was the weakest. I absolutely love Vanguard, and I loved the mirror boss in the Skyclave. No, the Sky Deep Cenote. Vanguard does, in fact, slap. River Cruise, yeah. Like, the River Cruise one was fine. Don't got a problem with it. It's just gonna be the one I'm least excited about when I go into leveling roulettes. And also with Wuklamat, I don't get why people don't like her. I don't get why they don't like her. Like, sure, she may have, like, 1 or 2 bad lines, but in the invasion of Tural that Zoralia did, her voice acting, so, like, to climb the mountain dungeon too, absolutely, the cum dungeon. But yeah, during the invasion of Tural, Wukla Matt's voice actress has proven how good of a voice actor she is. She is so insanely good as a voice actress. She broke my heart with her voice acting. So if she has a bad moment of voice acting, that's an issue of direction. I just wish there was some sections where we weren't tied to the hip with her. Just a little bit of separation. That is fair. I didn't mind. I personally love the shonen protagonist, so I was fine with it. But like any like bad lines she has is definitely a matter of voice direction. Her voice acting, top notch, and the writing so far has been like at worst a B. With the MSQ, our execution and not the story beats, but I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, like so far, like I don't have anything like truly negative to say. I have at most like new things that I say that are neutral. And it's like, oh, you did this, but if you did it like this, a different way would be better. So I don't have any gripes against the MSQ so far. Anything that I would consider like not objectively good is like I think is just neutral. Don't have a problem with it. And everything else I've liked. But anyways, let's go back to the. Every time Wukla had to go off for an assignment, you were forced to go with her, but it honestly does make sense for the first half because you're just outright the best qualified to keep her from doing something stupid. Yeah. Also, I do gotta say, I fucking love Kona. Man is a fucking baller. When he fucking shot the tablet and being like, I am no longer a promise, I'm gonna help my sister, shit was fucking badass. And I loved it. Kona is a fucking G. And now as for what the NPCs are saying here. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I can't be of help. Yep. Everybody's forgotten her. Oh, but she lives on. She's in the cloud. Fuck. Nobody wants your stupid cloud, Elon. Nobody wants your stupid cloud, Mark. We want shit of our own. We don't want it to be yours. Graha Blast is awesome. Graha Blast. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she'd spent time here, I would remember. I love that nickname. You know, that's fantastic. I also was really excited when I saw Y'shtola show up. Can't take credit for it. Yeah. It's a joke that, like, would exist. I just would not have thought of it. Caregiving resident. Hello. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that it was a woman named Namika? I can't say for certain if it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just being taken up to the cloud. Yeah, I want to know about the cloud. Okay, hang on. Oh my god, my ear is so fucking itchy. 1 second. I don't need to go to the bathroom. I just need to grab a Q-tip, because holy shit, my inner ear is itchy. God damn it. Okay, fuck me. There we go. God damn it, my inner ear was so fucking itchy, dude. Like, holy shit. Okay. Alright, so yeah. So yeah. like, I'm pretty sure they've, like, twisted the, like, the belief systems that are in Tyrell here. It's like, oh yeah, they're not gone as long as they're remembered. And the justification they have is, she's remembered in the cloud. But she's not remembered by the people who cared about her. So, she's basically just completely dead now. Now the question is, did Sphene make them forget? Because she didn't want them to feel the pain of loss. I'm guessing she did, but I'm not quite sure. Could be just protocol. The fucking emotes. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, so alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of aether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none of that in the moment. What interesting questions you have. Yeah, no. Like, I like picking up on this stuff, and I'm very curious as to how and why things are the way they are. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continue making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed. If we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kokuya instead. Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in that direction. Alrighty. And because I've now realized that Viera can live for hundreds of years and just stop aging, she will look... Hello. The fuck are you? Impossible. The fuck are you? Like a screen in a bubble. Have they voiced that fucking name for you yet? They have? It's just, I hear it like twice and I haven't retained it very well yet. So remember the final boss of Vanguard when he said, "You'll pay for the souls you've made me waste this day"? Yeah, okay, so... But, so, when they go out... So, when they went out to pillage in Tyrell, the soldiers had that gun that siphoned the orbs out of people. That's gotta be a connection there, yeah. Siphoned the orbs out of people. So those are probably... So that's the person's soul, but the question is, why were there 2 orbs? Like, I can understand that that's basically the person's soul that was siphoned and now the person's basically fucking dead. And their soul is just used to revive one of these people when they die. I can understand that. But the question is, why is there 2 orbs now? Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. Oh, Should we give chase? I'd say so. I think I understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Arenville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It looks dangerous, and immediately flees. It's nothing. I'm fine. Wait, huh? Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try and track it down. Wait. There's no way. Wait. There's no way. Why? Why? What? Why would her soul be put in that machine? Why? What would the point of that be? Is it so that she could be like subservient or some shit? I would even be able to tell. I mean, like, I don't know why else Arenville's attention would be caught. It seems odd how he would be, like, fixated on it. Northeast. Okay, yeah, there was another ether current here. I'd only assume he saw from the corner of his eye and it looked weird. I guess. But it's... I don't know, dude. I don't know. There it is. Also, the fact that it's running in that direction, I mean, like, it... You found it? Yeah, it went up that way, towards that building. To the northeast. That must be bound for their mines. Come on, then. It could be... well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Still curious. Hello, Thunder Spirits. Directly north, into the cave. Got it. Into the beach. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. You ready for a fight, everyone? Nah, I didn't see anything glowing around Aaronville. This ain't a fight. Earthen Sky. Go, my Wooloo. Yeah, just directly in this cave. There it is. Alright. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. Can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Alright. Oh. Some of the metal. A little bit of the metal here. It's got a mixture of everything. So it looks very traditional, mostly. Yeah, what are you?
What is this?
Aaronville!
Oh shit. Or are oh, these are rebels. They're rebels. Okay. I get it. Wait for it.
It really is you!
Oh my god, it is her! It is her! But why? How?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elderspirit!
Oh my god, dude. This is a doting mother.
What now?
Why are you... What happened to you? Are you just talking through the robot? Or is your soul in the robot?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Yeah, she is one doting mother. Fussy little bun bun. Oh, we even get to... Hang on.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
How what?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
Yeah, what?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face.
I just realized it's UFO.
Lashbeer was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
Why are you at...
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Oh, I just had a terrible thought. Do you guys know the game Soma? S-O-M-A? You do? Okay, so I'll explain this. I'll explain it to you, Azure. So Soma is a horror game where two things have going on. The one thing that's important for what I'm about to say is that the personality copy game, that's not how I would describe it, but I'll still explain it, and you can confirm if you actually understand. So, there are two things going on in Soma, one of which is pertinent to what I'm about to say here. That already explains my unfamiliarity with it, yeah. So, with Soma, one of the things that's happening is that every human being that has not been subsumed into a symbiotic parasitic relationship with, like, biomechanical stuff, their brains have been copied into machines. But everybody believes they are still their human selves. Like, there's one guy who is, you know, like, he's, basically, you know, like an assembly worker robot, you know, like, with two arms that's meant to, like, put things onto other things that's on assembly line as it's moving along. And he still sees himself as his human body, with his arms, you know, like, grabbing stuff and working the assembly line, and he doesn't believe he's a machine. Even though that he is. And only by doing something specific do you get them to understand what they are, and they go insane, and they are terrified that they are now a machine. I get the feeling that that may actually be what happened to Erenville's mother here. I don't know if Final Fantasy is going to be going that dark, but that's what this seems like. Because she's acting like she's still her mortal, human-ish body self, and not this robot thing.
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa, okay. I gotta remember that. Kafkiwa, Kafkiwa, Kafkiwa.
Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
No. Yeah, there are some dark undertones that I'm getting from this.
Starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
Soma is also a fucking banger. Existential horror done so well. I watched like the first. I watched like the first two the first hour of gameplay, or rather, the first like 2-ish hours of gameplay split into 2 half-hour videos of Soma, and it physically made me feel ill watching it. That game legitimately made me feel ill. Not because of, you know, like, not necessarily because of any motion sickness or anything, but just, like, knowing what was going on, and, you know, like, seeing, you know, like, this woman hooked up to this, like, fucking like, parasitic something that's not, like, just replacing her lungs, not letting her die. Like, just seeing that in the guy thinking he's a guy in a robot, it made me feel ill. I did not want to keep watching that playthrough of Soma. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of a few people in the world quite so spirited. But that is what happened. We'll need to ask her. Yeah, I want to know exactly what happened. Let's hear what she has to say. Oh, that explains it. I did basically what you did and watched the ending. Yeah. I looked up what the ending was because I was curious about the concept, but I did not want to keep watching. I felt wrong. It's so wonderful to meet you all. The AI's directive was protect humans, and it took that to mean keep them alive no matter the cost. Yeah, no, like I couldn't handle it. And the student's Baldessian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Did I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use for okay. Okay. Concerns abated. She is not... This is not a Soma situation. Playing Soma during Spooktober? I feel like I should now. Because fucking... I mean, it would make some... It's merely a drone. Yeah, no, I feel way better now. I thought that she, like, died... and her soul was put on the cloud, and now it's in this robot, and there's just some shit going on. Why am I getting another viewer bot thingy? Get the fuck out of here. Get banned. Banned, nerd. Thank you, IMA. Yeah, like, I might play Soma for Spooktober. It depends on how many horror games I have lined up. It would make some banger-ass content for the review, though. But yeah, I feel way better about this now. It's not Soma. Yep, and Resistance. I figured. I saw their outfits and how they don't have the thing, so that means be sure to find games to line up for you. I already have Slay the Princess and Outer Wilds. I have Slay... Hang on, let me actually look at my Steam library real quick. I have Slay the Princess, Outer Wilds, Darkwood. Yeah, I have Outer Wilds lined up for Spook. Is Outer Wilds horror? I saw a few snippets of gameplay. It looked like a horror game to me. Not at all. Speaking of Slay the Princess, Pristine Cut update coming in a few months. I mean, hey, perfect opportunity. Yeah, I have Darkwood, Slay the Princess. If Outer Wilds isn't horror, then I mean, it's not that appropriate for Spooktober. Favorite game of all time? I hear that for a lot of people. Action adventure. Some spooky, tense parts, but not a horror by any means? Okay. Okay, yeah. Then in that case, it looks like it's Slay the Princess and Darkwood I have lined up for Spooktober. Death End Request might be something up your alley. It's a horror JRPG. Let me quickly. Death End Request. $30. I mean, how long would it take to do it then? Because, like, I'm mainly trying to do... I am trying to do horror game stuff, and a JRPG does just imply that it would take a little too long. But we'll figure all that out closer to Spooktober. It's currently just nearly the end of July. Still got all of August and September to figure stuff out. Yeah, back to the cutscene. We're all members of a resistance organization. Oblivion, we call ours. Oh my god. Calling yourselves Oblivion. Holy shit. And our goal is to thwart Zoralj's ambitions for conquest. Focusing on main objectives 24.5 hours according to how long to beat. I mean, that's like 6 streams. Which is like 2 weeks, which is half of Spooktober. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain here, and I can't easily be found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right, you are. Though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see here within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of 2 worlds. Stopping such fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoralja. But we failed to do that. Now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? Oh, there's one right there. You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. A regulator. The duck device. Wait, duck device? What? What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have 2 primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. So, yeah, Namika is gonna be you. Yeah, Looks like a duck, I swear. I'm not seeing it. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Wow. Really, meritocratic society we have here. Clearly. Souls is common resource, and payment for services rendered. Yeah, no, that's fucked up. The harder you work and the better you do, the more soul cells you get. Yep, the more people whose lives you just throw away. Getting over it with Benefati as the psychological horror tag. Yeah. So does Doki Doki Literature Club, and I've seen a full playthrough of that. It's not psychological horror. It's just meta horror, and even then, hardly that. The one, horror thing about it is Sayori's suicide. And I mean, sure, it can be a little unsettling how Monica is in control of everything, but, meh. The Void Scent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect the acts come with some risk. What brought up Doki Doki Literature Club? you saying that getting over it has the psychological horror tag, and I just said that so does Doki Doki Literature Club. And I'm basically mentioning that because it's like, I'm not trusting every game to with their tags. Because even fucking Wallpaper Engine has horror in its tags. It's strictly a rage game, which is why I thought it was funny. I mean, yeah, it is. I get it. Yeah, 6 point, yeah. Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? Yeah. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Oh. Memory management? And the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. Oh. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, the memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. Wait, what? That is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being, that is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain. I was right! I was fucking right! And remember what Sphene said? She will do anything to keep her people from being harmed. And she is even seeing that people experiencing the pain of loss is that. So she is absolutely the one who is responsible for people forgetting those that die, so they don't have to feel the pain of loss. Dies her memory is stored, but the memories anyone else had of her are erased. Suggestions for horror games. Yeah, just put it. You can post them in the Discord. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed. All memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. Well, then it's not really a memory of a person anymore. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. Hello, resident of Solution 9. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. And then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul, which we have learned can be done. Oh, so that's what the two orbs are for. Oh, soul and memory. Oh, duck. It's literally what the live stream does, yeah. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. From that angle, I swear it looks like it. I'm not seeing it, dude. I'm not seeing it. Yellow bit pointed down. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. But it's not being remembered. And this is why people are happy here. On the surface, it's similar to the Yokui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. You know, it's manipulation. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me, personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Yeah, so Alexandria is the remnants of whatever from the shard that experienced a calamity. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrobe to devise a means to save what lives they could, so the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Durali would also accept this way of living. No, they didn't. Until they did. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Oh, okay. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. But she is. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoralcha. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. You know, she's plotting something. She's got an angle. Whatever her motives, she's given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it'd be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. The music, though. Interesting. What are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. Alright. I hope you like lo-fi music. I mean, I'm liking this track. It's very unusual for what it's very unusual for what we've heard so far. Yeah. Wait. Nostalgia? Just talking about guns. Why is your name Nostalgia? We'll find out. Alright. Alright, Kafkiwa. Everyone here? Good. It's the responsibility of the Thunder Yard's hunters to fell any things found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Directly east. Okay, there's still another one up here. Defective sentry. What makes you defective? Damn. Hello. You're Strika. I don't know what voice to give. Kafkiwa, what are you doing here? With so many friends. Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Honey, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assume you were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphne's crown. Oh, that's why it didn't look like... Okay. They were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphne's crown. They aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you, they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Dangerous side, there isn't really much to see. Kafkiwa said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunder Yard being what it is, they've made order to... Ah, that's why they're defective. Some good they are, eh? But the facilities are vital to upkeeping the Alexandria infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're all well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Selection of souls? What do you mean by that? I brought this lot here to see the danger you speak of. It's not too much trouble to ask. Oh, of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus, slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each say what we can. So a little bit more gameplay, thank you. Probably too long for October, man. I know a lot of good visual novels that are horror themed. If there are any that are like, no more than, I guess, like 12 hours, I wouldn't mind. Hello. Charge the Bolt Hound. I like that name. Very cool. Oh, another one. Okay, hello. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot my OGCD. I'm not used to that. I didn't know you were vipering. How do you like it? I fucking love Viper. Viper is so fucking fun. Like, it does exactly what I want it to be. You have so many actions. You have so many actions, but you have so little buttons to push. I am at 100. I just missed doing my OGCD Azure. I am level 100. Yeah. It's got continuations all over the place. It's natural coming from Gunbreaker. You see, like, I just love how they've consolidated it all. You have comparatively to all other melee DPS, so few buttons to push, but you have so many actions. The ability switching, yeah. It's flexible, like Dancer. All of your OGCDs are found in 3 buttons. Higurashi, when the Cry is a 5-part visual novel, and it's some excellent writing. I know Higurashi. But yeah, like, just all the OGCDs being in 3 buttons, like, that cuts down so much. And you just have 2 variants for every action. You have damage, apply dot. Damage, apply dot. Single target, AoE. Flank, rear. Just 2 alternating things that are both AoE, doesn't matter. And then a button that prompts for your single target, for your OGCDs. I want every job to be designed, like, with buttons like this. This allows for so much extra actions that you can give jobs without increasing the button bloat. Like, I fucking love that. Might be able to get through part 1 in that time frame. Oh man. That is long in that, if that's the case, then. Oh, hello. This one'll do nicely. Ooh, she's a monk. I'll help you. It's fine, really, I faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. Oh my god. Oh fuck. That's a soul that's no longer gonna exist. Preserve. She needs healing. No, she's gonna get back up. Well, goodbye to whoever soul that was. That got eaten. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This'll only take a moment. Just guessing, all I know is that DDLC and Katawa Shoujo are 2 visual novels I played and are both considered quite short. DDLC being only a few hours and Katawa Shoujo maybe being like a few hours per route. Higurashi is a normal visual novel length or longer. Oh, okay. I had no idea what defines the average length of a visual novel. Is she gonna burn a soul to go into overdrive like Zoralia? Yep. That is so fucking cool, though. As fucked up as it is, it's still so fucking awesome. Holy shit, she juggled that thing. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm guessing that you had to burn a soul for that. Just like Zoralia. Come on, let's get out of here. Bro, that feels so wrong, man. That's also a function of the regulator? I guess, yeah. Like, they have to eat a soul for that, right? There's no way they just can turn that on and get a power up for no consequence. There's no fucking way. I think I understand now how Zaraja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa. But I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. Like, Fate Stay Night was originally a visual novel and it takes people between 60 and 100 hours? I assume that's for all 3 routes, right? Even then still, that's like 20 to 33 hours per route. That's insane. God damn, dude. And they'd still be done with it before they finish reading an Arknights event. And yes, I'm calling out Arknights. The writing is too goddamn fucking long in Arknights. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard, who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Oh, King's elite. Okay. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. They could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to be. Oh, okay. So it's a matter of like you got to eat a lot of souls in order to go fucking beast mode. Probably eat like 1 or 2 to fucking go goblin mode. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with 2 kinds of souls. Those of people and those of beasts. Okay, so it is just okay. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what are the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you could grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. I was right. Part 1 of Part 5 Higurashi will take 11 hours, 13 to 100%. I assume 100%ing is just going down each route. Using several of the same type at once, however, could result in the physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Higurashi is a kinetic novel, not a visual. What the fuck is a kinetic novel? I've never heard that term before. I've heard light novel, visual novel, short novel, and then just novel. Changing one's form to the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yeah, but just refined and technological. The kinetic novel is just click to progress. The visual novel has choices to make. That name does not seem representative of that type of experience, then. Unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. Yeah, this is wrong! This is all wrong! It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from my own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. Yeah, this is fucked up. That's just fucked up. Cyberpunk hellscape. So yeah, I'm also confused by 100% Higurashi Part 1. As a kinetic novel, it should be just a single straight path from start to finish, since there's nothing to inspect or choices to make. It's just read next, click, read text, text. Huh. Well, we all have our thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know what power Zoralia has at its disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal aether from incorporeal aether. To strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. That is also no longer only Teleolal's concern. With this newfound power, Zoralia has become a real threat to the entire world. Ask how long to beat. Yeah, I wouldn't understand. Indeed. He has to be stopped, no matter the cost. The void has been added to the codex. Embracing Oblivion. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. For now, let's head back to the earth and sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head back to the tunnel. Alright. Alright, yeah, there was an Aether current nearby. Yeah, just dead east. Time seems to same across the board for parts, so no idea what. Maybe there's like a hidden bonus scene or something if you complete the game if you complete it the first time. Northeast. There it is. Catableps. No longer Catablepa, it's just Catableps. Jetatura. Leave me be. Go, my Porksy. They do a blep. Now everything else is across the wall, yeah. There's the 2 Aether current quests. So getting all my questions answered is at least nice. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliulal and Alexandria. And while Zoralia knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within the enormous tower Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kafkiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains they share our desire to stop the Zoralia. Sphene too claims to be at odds with the king of Resolve. I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead. Oh, sorry, I thought that was Erenville, not Raha. I'm stupid. It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. Knowing Zoralia, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Yup. Hold on. there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves but everyone into Riolol. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kakiwa. While I make my proposal in full awareness of this, whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoralia for good and all. What more? I trust you, Erenville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. That's always the way of it with you. Yeah? Fine. Better sit on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Also, people saying that Wuklamad doesn't get character development, like, she would not have been this thoughtful and calculating, let alone with, you know, like, this little bit more sophistication in her speech, without having gone through her journey in the MSQ. She would still be, you know, full shonen protagonist, or just leap into the face of danger, without consideration and stuff. Now, go in. Kafkiwa, there's something I need to tell you about you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoralia. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As valor of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zoralia in light of this. I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, but it's a gamble to trust people you've only just met. But I wouldn't trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you! As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take the decisive action. Besides, how can we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to the fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kafkiwa. Everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wandering around Zoralja's... We've been wondering about Zoralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside the tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level. While Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we know his whereabouts, Zoralia we'll eventually march on Taliolol again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother was always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Leolal. After waiting 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him. Well, now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. How do you plan to do that? Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest of confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Taliolol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then well, we have no objections. Any campaign against Taliolol requires that Zoralja lead his forces through the vanguard. He'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. Before proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed. They'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm certainly in a regular contact with Stola, and will make sure to keep our comrades appraised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle. It begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers them. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh. Oh, I thought this base was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hey! Finally we're getting to Solution 9. Finally. Hide in a tree in a forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through that checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sveen said that she'd make it so that we could enter without issue. She did? Curious, she's not supposed to have such authority over these centuries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. There's gotta be something. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when you're working together. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geo, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayaki. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayaki is the Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Taliolol and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I'd like to carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he was released, but when months went by and no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. That bastard! Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined together. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. And something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. While mine is a Tonawada name, I haven't the faintest idea of things outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food is delicious, and everyone is so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts. All. Olympia, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkiwa. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you know. We'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hat out as you like. And I'll never come back here again unless I'm asked to. Meanwhile, in Everkeep, ooh, oh my, damn, that's a lot of servers. Are these soul things, or is this the cloud where memories go? Oh, hello.
You've been consorting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me.
When the realm was on the brink.
Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path.
Wait, what? That sounds like there's something else going on.
I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo?
Not as far as he's concerned.
What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wook Lamont and Kona, who bested him, as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me.
His voice is kind of like going all over the place, in pitch.
I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Our goals align. You know what Zeralja wants, but what would Sphyn's goal be that Zeralja's goal would align with? Yeah, I know, like, that's what I'm curious about, too. Like, what is her angle? She has an angle. Solution 9. Right. Kafkiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Like, that conversation implied that there was something happening, something bad, that, like, basically she was only staving off, not actually dealing with. And Zeralja showing up implies that he could solve that thing, whatever it may be. But what could it possibly be? It seems as though that this is a civilization that bared calamity. Listed 9 games in Discord, 6 are considered overwhelmingly positive by Steam reviews. Alright, cool. Ah, there you are! Alright, those guards are docile. The other 3 are honorable mentions. I do see 1,000 times resist, and I do know that Yuri Stern, one of the people that developed Signalis, highly recommended it. So I do plan on playing 1000x resist, or just 1000 resist. I don't necessarily know the naming convention it wants to go with, like Hunter Hunter or Hunter X Hunter, you know. If Queen Sphyn has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralja's minions to deal with. Great. Nothing for it but to see if Sphyn has betrayed us, eh? I'm gonna have my screenshot button ready. I'm ready to see Solution 9 in-game, finally. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. If you want a very basic description of death and request as game story, think .hack with psychological horror. 1000 resist was there when I searched psychological horror. Doesn't have the tag. People have talked about the story like they talk about Signalis, though art. Yeah, no, I want to play 1000 resist. And also .hack but psychological horror. That sounds interesting. It's just a matter of the fact that it's a JRPG. Like that would take a while. Credentials verified. Welcome guests of Queen's Fame. What a relief. Yeah. There you have it. Seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Oh boy, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Solution 9. I've got my screenshot button ready. First off, it's by the same devs that made Hyperdimension Neptunia, if you're familiar with those. I know about Hyperdimension Neptunia, but I have not actually witnessed anything of it. Yep, welcome to the cyberpunk city, everybody! Ooh.
A tower of electro piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
Damn it, I was hoping that we would linger on it for a second.
Of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9.
Ah, okay. Why is it called Solution?
So naming their home. What hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Yeah. I like this music, though. I like this music.
There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
The Allegans fucking wish they were this advanced. Seriously, though.
It makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction.
Yeah, I mean the culture shock here, honestly.
A city of shimmering electrodes, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations.
I wish we got that. I wish we got that when we were in Tuliolo.
More about Sven and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be king.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sven's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny.
Hell yeah.
The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then. We'll show ourselves around.
Also, I find it funny that...
Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
You know, I find it funny, though, that the PvP glamour that you could buy at the Wolves Den, back during Endwalker, which came out, like, in, I think, like, 3.5? I'm not 3.5, you know, like, 6.5, is what everybody's wearing now, which has the implication to me, very much looks like this stuff. Yeah, no, like, it gives the implication to me that the people of the Wolves Den were visited by people of Alexandria or something. Okay. Now, obviously, that's not me doing a war thing, it's just a joke.
Too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector.
True View.
The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
I don't think I'll be fine.
Understood. We'll see you later.
There they go.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Some are also wearing the Vanguard casting healing gear because those sets very much have a casual vibe rather than armor.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
In a manner of speaking.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Why didn't you mention this sooner?
Oh, I don't know.
You want to explore together?
Hell yeah.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Yeah, no, the culture shock is totally fair, Wooklamat. I get it. Once again, forcing you with Wooklamat, but again, makes sense keep her from doing a dumb. Yeah. Like, I don't mind. Tower's inside a tower? I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Alright, time to attune to all the Aetherites. Corgi, FC. I like this music. God damn, dude, this place is gorgeous. Holy shit. This is legit just Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. They have vending machines here too, dude. Probably auto-filling. God damn. Not only that, it's like the color scheme, it's like one of my favorite color schemes. Like, blue and purple together. It's so good. It's got like little bits of pink and that works out well, but like, just blue and purple together, like in that little combination you see right there, above my head. Like, that combination of blue and purple, like, also here, I adore it. I fucking love that combination of blue and purple. Doesn't look anything like the Golden City, the one that the Yakui described. Golden light as far as you can see, every building a palace, and a giant statue of a silent goddess. That is true. The technology is very much similar, if not the same. I don't think anything could have changed so much in 30 years. So I don't necessarily... So if this isn't the Golden City, what is? That is true. What is the Golden City? But like that conversation with Zeralja and Sphene implied that she was in that, like, gate in the Golden City. And then he released her. But she's the Queen of Alexandria, which is Solution 9, which doesn't look like what the Yakui described. They happened at the gate of the Golden City, correct? Yeah. So... clearly Alexandria and the Golden City share something in common with one another. Something's up? Yeah. Also, I see this is where the raid... I see where this is where the raid vendor is, I believe. Miscellany? Okay, maybe not quite. Ah, okay, this is where the, like, super fates are in. Splendor vendor, script exchange, collectibles. Okay, this is the crafter quarter. Air wheeler dealer? What do you do? Ah, you're the... Okay, you offer the gold sink mount. Okay. Also, I'm just gonna sell shit, because, like... I'm also gonna sell the food I have, because it's not like I'm gonna be fucking using it. We'll worry about that later. Oh yeah, also sell these, because it's like... The XP boost means fucking nothing at this level. Okay. Like, I do not care. Can also sell that. Cordial. Oh yeah, that was for crafting and stuff. Okay. And do I already have the Animo set? Glamour dresser, yes. Glamour dresser, yes. Glamour dresser, yes. Yep. And I would probably assume yes as well. Okay. So I can sell more. Actually, well, I'm gonna first sell these. I'm gonna put the Animo stuff on the market board. Summoning bell. Oh my god, it's a I shouldn't be surprised it's a terminal. So first off, how much is it going for? Yeah, dirt cheap. But still more than I would get it by vendoring. Okay, that's just a vendor. I have to vendor these because I glammed with them. Maybe I'll keep those. We'll see. I'm not gonna keep those. I am keeping this. I am keeping this. I do actually like this chess piece. Trust her, withdraw Gil. Ventures. Assign venture. Level 5. And a new venture. There we go. There we go. Sell stuff. The amount of crafters doing their crafting stuff over here. Alright, now back to attuning to aetherites and stuff. Sights of the West and Beyond. Is this for an aetherite? I mean, an aether card? What do you offer? Oh, also, I see that... Okay, it's elevators. So then I'm going to the Aether, right, anyways. I'm going to talk to Wuklamot. Wow, I'm attuning to it from far away. Also, look at this Aetherite. God damn, this is so cool. It's like a bismuth design, kinda. A crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Of course. Hang on, that's a quest being done. I'm gonna go get my Aetherites, and then I'll meet you there, Wuklamot. Whoa, you get digitized and teleported. Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh hey, there's the Arcadian, I think. I see the fucking graphics card fans. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. To resolution. Yeah, before I go join you, Wuklamot. That looked like someone wearing fucking 2B clothes. Very nice glam. I like it. Whoa. Did you clear an ultimate? Ultimate? Yeah, you did. Congrats. I want to see what this quest here is. Ooh, you. Yeah, that's crazy that you get, like, digitized. Recreation zone. Yeah, I just want to see what quest is offered here, there above. Dude, I fucking love this place. What a view. I know, right? Emmeline Ironheart. Sightseeing log? Oh, okay, just expanding the sightseeing log. Okay. Oh, it's an old woman. Well, that means your time... That means your time's gonna be up, and you're gonna be put into the cloud. Fucking Mark Zuckerberg is gonna have your brain, and he's gonna put in a robot. It's one of the one you got from Lol. Oh yeah. I didn't actually read because, you know, like, it's just expanding into, like, a feature. Hey, look at that, already first sightseeing thing. I guess I can make use of the XP from these, technically. So I guess, let's get on Warrior real quick. Look out! Yeah. That's here. It's basically 10 o'clock. I will, I'll get to as good of a stopping point as I possibly can here. Basically, like you know, the quest leading up to you are now being called to this thing to have this cutscene sort of moment. Like, if I get to a point like that, that's when I'm gonna cut the stream. Because while I know it is a little bit short, I do want to try and have it normally ended around like 10-ish. And not only that, like, recently I've been getting a fair bit of headaches from basically how I've been treating my neck and my shoulders. And wearing my headphones all day has not been conducive to helping that. I still feel kind of alright right now. It's just a matter of, like, I don't want to push my luck. I don't want to go too hard on it all. He's usually so punctual. Who is so punctual, you might ask? That is a good question. What is... okay. I don't know what that's supposed to say. That's most certainly not a Eorzean script. Which, I could kind of infer a little bit of what it says, because it's just a very heavy distortion. Welcome? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna read it again to see how I can interpret welcome from there. Yes, I got it. Let's see here. W-E-L-C-O. Okay, yeah, now I see it. Welcome. Okay. Alright, now! Let's go talk to Wooklabat. Okay. Thought it was a little bit sluttier, but it wasn't. I will come up.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Yeah, you're still overstepping your boundaries saying that.
Sphene!
I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
You might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
I can't trust her.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
Uh-huh.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
Oh, that's not gonna fucking happen.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods.
And yet you're willing to still placate him.
Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste.
She's had plenty of time to mull this over.
Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But, unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
That's a particular way to say it. That's what we have Kona for, yeah.
You really are a curious one.
Yeah. You're still hiding a lot.
You needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe. so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
I won't yield on this either.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
Yeah. She's alone in this.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy.
Yeah.
So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
So stop letting her get away with calling you La Moitié. Yeah.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well.
I still want to know what your angle is.
Your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Solution 9. Let's see here. There is an image on this. Okay, so Azure, I'm gonna ask a question of you. Is now a good stopping point, or can I do this quest, the Queen's Tour, and then it'll be a good stopping point? Because I just get the distinct feeling that in like a few short quests, like in short order, a plot development is gonna happen. And it's already kind of late. I just want to know if I should squeeze in this one quest, or if now is good enough. I'm just a little unsure. Sphene stands ready to take you on a tour of Solution 9. Yeah, I just need to know whether now would be a good stopping point. This one is a bit long with a few cutscenes and the spots you go to, but it does open on something a bit fun, so it would be a good part to start on. Okay, in that case, that is where we will call it. I do actually want to see though, where is the raid vendor? I'm okay with like standing a little bit. Is the raid vendor just not here? Or I guess the tombstone vendor? I see the materia person. Because I do want to see what the raid gear looks like now that I'm in Solution 9. Yeah, this is all the crafter stuff. That guy has the gold sink mount. This is, you know, to trade in for your, like, the hard fates. Merchant and mender, gemstone trader. Oh, hey. Look out. I at least want to see what it looks like first. Unless that's just not available to me while I'm doing the MSQ. If it's not available to me, then that's fine. Who are you and what do you do? Dawn of a New Deal? Disciple of the Handerland, okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other vendor stuff here. It might actually just simply be that it's because I'm still doing the MSQ and not everything's opened up to me. Which, I mean, fair enough, I guess. Either way, if you, it doesn't necessarily matter that much. I had a good time tonight. Had a lot of questions to ask, and I got a lot of them answered. And we got to Solution 9! I've been excited to go to Solution 9 ever since it was shown during FanFest. It looked so goddamn cool. Hello. Oh, are you cosplaying yeah, you're cosplaying the bee boss. Honey Bee Zillus, yeah. Cosplaying the bee boss in the raid series. I mean, it looks like she's done a good job of it, from what I've seen. Yeah, I really like what we went through. This shit is fucked, yo. This is a fucking cyberpunk dystopia. And it's by, like, the most literary definition of dystopia. Still like the first and fourth bosses more than the new. If Solution 9 is so good, we're Solution 10. One floor above, yeah. Yeah. This is a cyberpunk nightmare. This is not okay, dude. I mean, the place is gorgeous, but what it's built upon is terrifying. Me no want no part of it. But I will stop recording here because, I mean, I'm done with doing this VOD for today.